one.
Good evening and welcome everybody to the Westchester Table Tennis Center in beautiful Pleasantville, New York. I am Mark Thompson, along with the High Performance Director of USA Table Tennis, Sean O'Neill. And Sean O'Neill, have we got a treat tonight? We have got Thursday Night Live, the T2 Challenge, the virtual table tennis tournament. We're back in action, despite the fact that COVID-19 has shut down table tennis for quite a while here. Elite play starts again tonight in the United States of America with Thursday Night Live, the T2 Challenge.
It's exciting, Mark. I can't believe there's been a lot of work and effort from the players to the staff to the host club in Westchester. We're going to be playing some national team level play for big prize money. It's going to be super fireworks.
We've got a great setup. This is the brainchild of the Chief Executive Officer of USA Table Tennis in conjunction with the great people at T2, who I think it's Friday for them, so it's not Thursday Night Live. It's Friday morning live, I think, right now in Singapore. I want to say hi to all our friends over on the other side of the globe and throughout the world who are following this great format that we've got set up. It is Team Itaku taking on Team Butterfly, the first of what could be as many as 11 matches. It is going to be a team event. It's a very interesting format, Sean O'Neill, in that it is the loser of each match who gets to select their teammate in the following match. So it is not what you'd ordinarily expect. But I think it creates some great competition.
It's really interesting because we are shooting for parity. We want our players to get as much opportunity as we're coming slowly out of COVID in order to get ready. We've got the Olympics next year. We've got World Championships coming up. So we really want to get as many national team members going. And as you said, 22 of the finest players in the United States, 11 rounds of action, and we're looking to play it at multiple locations, as well as you can see now, we're doing remote commentary, which is a first for USA Table Tennis as well.
Yeah, well, I'm over here in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're in Portland. The event is in Westchester, New York, Pleasantville, and our first matchup is a great one. It is a rematch of what we saw in Santa Monica, California in the Olympic trials in February. It presents the Olympian complex taking on young, up-and-coming guy Zhang. This is a Olympic level match. It's for our first of the matches that we have.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I like to cheer for both players, working with them a little bit over the year. They kind of contrasting style. They love to play big shots. And it's going to be interesting in the first game to see who is a little bit more, I guess, preparation tough, because a lot of them have had to take a play.
For anybody playing table tennis to actually train for the COVID-19 shelter-in-place and implemented virtually everywhere in the world, particularly for elite level play, to get back at that level. Very difficult to do, but we had an opportunity already today to see both Tom and Kai warming up there at Westchester. And both of those young gentlemen, both of whom are 23 years of age, both look like they have won that ball.
The matches should be great, different styles of play with two different grips. I know both of them are fighting for the top prize money of this individual match, as well as the team title for the T2 Thursday Night Challenge. The teams will get an additional bonus on top of it. We haven't set the total amount that we still have sponsorship coming in, but the players will be handsomely rewarded if they're able to have their team file on top of it.
So we're talking about the taking on Team Butterfly, and we thank our good friends at the top of the College, Judy work for us, as well as our friends at Butterfly. We had with us Louis Martin Jr., and they joined It was, in fact, Feng who defeated Zhang.
Yes, look forward to this match. What other action is going on with the USA table tennis team I'd like to share this evening?
Facility, right? At least get there, but be able to hear one another. Also, being copy of Pat Watson, and Watson, for all they've done for USA and their support of our sport and being a part of this great event. Obviously, this has been a team effort. We also want to right off the top thank people like Westchester Table Tennis, including Bill Short, I mentioned Stephanie Luke, and Wing Luke so much, and Sue in there as well. Of course, a big part of tonight's matchup, Sean, is the rules that we're going to be playing under. We're going to be playing under of the umpire, Bill Chia, and we are playing by team.
Yeah, I think players are going to enjoy, especially knowing that in a 10-10 mix, it's a sudden death at one point wins the game, as well as if it does have that 24-minute slot, they will be changing the game score. So I think the players are excited. It'll be their first time. We'll see how fast they play. They're generally very fast players.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have any problem with the 24-minute time clock, but if we do, then this is a best of 7 event. A matchup with 4 out of 7 games. And in T2, we have 2 different types of games. One would be called a regular game. That's what you would expect. Like 11. The one big difference from a regular game in T2 as opposed to what we become accustomed to. You don't have to win by 2. If your first player who gets to 11 points wins a regular game in T2.
So it'll be new in the US, hopefully, as this expands, we'll have other players at all levels get a chance to experience it. We're in initial discussions to see if club level players would like to try it out. With our equipment, we can take Thursday Night Live across the country and have players both at the larger clubs and smaller clubs. One more reason to join USA Table Tennis as a sanctioned club is to bring a T2 Challenge Thursday Night Live to your home club. So I think it's a great opportunity, a great partnership. Frank G of Seamaster has been so generous to USA Table Tennis sponsoring the US Open, as well as really helping us, giving us a lot of good advice, as well as friends from ITC and our club in Los Angeles. So we're looking forward to really expanding and going nationwide and taking it to the next level.
We're going to spend very interesting. Continuing that thought, which is that he games played after the 24-minute time clock run. So we played a 5 point, and after you don't have to win by 2, the first player to 5, each player will serve 31. That can actually be an element to all of these games in the Thursday Night T2 Challenge. Is if you want to take it to the second time, or you want to recover before you get to that point of the match.
Yeah, it would definitely seem if you're trailing, going into a fast 5 would be a little bit more of an advantage because you're having trouble getting a W on the board in each of those games. So we'll see. It'll be exciting. We'll see if a player tries to strategize and maybe not necessarily stall or slow down, but keep an eye on the clock. That's going to be very interesting to see how the players use it to their advantage.
You know, Sean, we mentioned the fact that this is a kind of new and innovative idea, not only for TT, but through USATT. We've had a lot of new and innovative ideas come through recently, though, here on over the top, particularly when we've been in the shelter-in-place support of the pandemic. Those some really interesting elements, including our rolled out a new umpire verification program, and it's coming out with a new coaching verification program as well.
Absolutely, and like I said, this is a new format. We'll learn a lot each week. We'll improve. We expect to have some meetings here and there that we can work out. But I think as we move forward, this is just a great opportunity to get back into the flow of things, and hopefully, come December, things will be looking better for our entire membership to participate in the U.S. Nationals and crown some national champions.
Yeah, you mentioned U.S. national. Those are on like they can in Las Vegas. That is actually right now. We're doing two of and the first is an open event for veterans, persons who are 40 years of age and older. We're still working on the prospectus for both events. And then the U.S. Nationals wouldn't be an ordinary year, Sean, if we weren't able to crown some U.S. National champions. Of course, we have a U.S. National champion who's going to play tonight at the Westchester Table Tennis Center. And that, of course, is Tom Feng, who in 2015, I think, became the first player ever to win the 4 major events at the U.S. Nationals. He was not only the men's singles champion, he was the under 21 singles champion for men as well. He won the doubles event in 2015 and also the mixed doubles event in 2015, all as an 18-year-old, and followed that up from there by going to Rio, representing the United States of America as an Olympian. So that's a lot for every young person to take it. That really
that was such an amazing competition, and we've also had Canuck Jaw do exceptionally well, winning the Nationals 4 successive years after in a row. So our players are hungry. I think the fans are hungry. We'd like to get the show underway. So I think what we're going to do is take a little bit of a break, reset, and they actually will be on us in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
Thursday Night Live. G2 Challenge coming your way in just a moment. We look forward to the matchup. Tom Feng taking on Zhang. Just yesterday. Thursday Night Live series brought to us by the T2 Challenge. And of course, we've got a series of events going on here. It's Team Itaku versus Team Butterfly. On the Team Butterfly, tonight we've got Zhang, and Team Itaku is Tom Feng. The captain of Team Butterfly, good old David Sakai in charge there, and the captain of Team Itaku, Patty Wasserman. Good battle there. There are the potential, Sean, of 11 matches. This is the first. 22 players are scheduled to play, and they are going to play under the T2 rules, which of course means that there's going to be a 24-minute clock. It is a best 4 of 7, and if the clock runs out in 24 minutes, then we go to our fast 5. An interesting element, Sean, of T2 is that there is no deuce, regardless of whether you're playing a regular game to 11 or the fast. All right, welcome back to the Thursday Night Live T2 Challenge. We're here at the Westchester Table Tennis Center. I'm John O'Neill, and we're now getting the pre-match introduction of our 2 performers who are playing tonight at the beautiful Westchester Tennis Center. Of course, that's Will Shorts out introducing the 2 players. It is Tom Feng, the 23-year-old, who is based in New York, born in China, but for a big part of his youth in the Atlanta area to represent the United States of America in the 2016 Olympics. He's an alternate in the 2021 Games in Tokyo, as he had a really nice run at Olympic trials in Santa Monica, but was ultimately defeated by someone who will represent the United States of America in Tokyo. Goes in at the only match that Tom Feng lost in that U.S. Olympic trials. He'll be in the red. He is on the left as you look at your screen, and he's representing Team Itaku, who, of course, as we noted, is representing the Tour Frogs, the people from Paddle Palace, and Nataku, and the captain at the other end will be the white 23. You'll have Kai Zhang. Kai Zhang, also a 23-year-old, born in Beijing, but also came over to the United States and has had an unbelievable run in a number of different contexts. People who have watched Kai play know that he is an attacker, very aggressive, a power player. I like to say he likes to go for broke and the big play oftentimes. It'll be interesting to see how much of that he uses today. I would imagine that will be the strategy. We'll get a couple of minutes of warm-up here as we get ready for action. We want to once again thank the people at the Westchester Table Tennis Center, including Will Shorts and also Wing Luke and Stephanie Luke, along with Edmund Theon, and our umpire tonight, Wilson Chia. And you'll notice that obviously under the COVID-19 pandemic rules, everyone being as cautious as possible. You'll note that everybody in the facility, other than the two players playing, are matched this evening, and we thank everybody for their cooperation along those lines. John, I don't see you on my screen, but I'm assuming it's somewhere there.
Yeah, I'm watching my full screen view and love this scoreboard. You can see both players have their images on it. In the little blue boxes, that'll be the game total, and the larger numbers will be the individual game score. Of course, the 24-minute timer, T2 rules. So we'll be keeping our eye on it like everyone enjoying the web stream. And of course, Wilson Chia will make sure that the players are following all of the pre-established rules with 45 seconds breaks between each game. And each player is allowed one timeout of 45 seconds.
Yeah, it's interesting that the clock keeps running in between games. The 45-second breaks that are allowed in between games, the clock will keep running, but in their individual timeout, each player is about to take. The clock will stop then. The player does have considerable discretion to handle things, but to make sure there's intentional delay on the rules. I wouldn't expect any with these two players. These two guys just right at it. As the 10-hole player, Tom Feng, I noticed that Tom plays with a lot of power. But Tom can also create his own power there, Sean. He's not a player that is afraid to get in the middle of those big exchanges that you might see at this level of table.
Okay, it looks like Wilson has set the stage, and we will get this action best of 7 games, truly to 11. There will be no dues, so the players will, if it is 10 all, play one sudden death point per game.
The first serve will go to Tom Feng, representing Team Nataku. And Kai Zhang, as he did in Olympic trials, had a little difficulty handling the serve. Tom Feng had it on the first point as well, 1-0. Nice third ball attack there, Sean, by Tom, coming off another tough serve to handle.
Tom's height really gives him a big advantage on any short balls that pop up. We saw a really nice flip forward. Kai showing a little bit nerves playing on the home court, wanting to really impress everyone.
He's on the court now. At 3-1, Tom Feng. It's fair to say that Kai Zhang is the winningest player ever in the Westchester Table Tennis. 3-1. Nice attack off the backhand. It's interesting how Tom uses the red side of the paddle on that backhand, even though he is a pen holder. He flips it across and fires that backhand.
Yeah, Tom has one of the strongest backhands in the country. Kai's got firepower on both sides, and now he
there too.
Yeah, gets back to a 4-2 deficit. But it's really exciting, Mark, to see that 22-minute clock counting down in the background. Wondering if it's going to affect Tom a little bit more, his right of vision.
So fans know you are permitted a 30-second break for the towel break, but I think that towel break took all of about 3 seconds. So those guys are ready to get right back at it.
Set. 2, 5.
And there's the power of Kai Zhang. Excellent attacks. Tom able to bring back 2 of them, but Kai very strong on that forehand finish to get back within 2 points. Service over to Tom Feng.
Oh, great return that time to Kai Zhang. Full-fledged bang back on that one. Ends up coming within 1 now, down 5-4 to Tom Feng with the serve.
Very tight, very good inside out pendulum serve. Kai needs to get something going right now.
It's a good way to start it. M1, 5-6. Your game 1 of a best of 7. We are on the clock at T2 rules. Kai brings it up to even. The serve will come over to Tom Feng, and that has certainly been one of his strong points.
Both these players really feeling out each other. Also, again, this is their first match in the last 4 to 5 months since the Olympic trials, going to the Worlds that had been canceled and forward to. Kai will be representing the States in the World Championships in Korea next year.
First lead of the match for Kai Zhang. Nice touch that time by Kai Zhang. 2-point lead here. Little block there, Sean, that had a soft movement on it.
Kai doing a much better job of getting into the point. That's a nice serve there by Kai.
6.
I think Tom, with the slight height advantage on those short balls, very quick getting in, trying to mount a comeback here in game 1.
Which was within 1. 8-9. Here's game 1. That's 7. Already going 5 minutes. Nice backhand. What you talked about, Sean, is that Kai Zhang has power on both sides, and he showed it there on the backhand.
He definitely likes to go for the big shot. He's not one to play passive, let the opponent put pressure on him. He wants to take it. And now we might be 1 point away hitting that sudden death 10-10.
And we are. So serve will shift over to the gentleman who's shown that he's got some pretty strong serve moves, and that's Tom Feng at 10-10. Whoever wins this point is going to take game 1.
Oh, and a very aggressive deep serve for game 1. Very well done after countless long lead. Kai Zhang came back, took it over, then Tom mounted his own comeback.
Well, the brokerage there, Sean, but in our first match here on Birthday Night Live, two rules come into play in a install battle between Tom Feng and Kai Zhang. It is the serve. I was interested to Kai took held no quarter on his backhand on that serve. Went up top of the head. They find themselves down. Notice the players are allowed 45 seconds in is leading it into the line, but it's not mistake on round 9. That's control maybe. And for 2024, first game, the first 7 minutes, one players are now going to change the side. Make sure that everybody's prepared under the COVID-19 rules right now. Stay on one side of the court. You've noted that the umpire and everybody else in the facility, other than the players, are wearing masks, and that they are switching out the ball at every available ball. Now, by John. On the powerful backhand that finds himself trailing 1-0 in game 2. Nice touch that time.
Tom really loves to take his time, like to build the point based on placement. And again, Kai loves to focus with every single opportunity. In the height, Tom using his height to that advantage, very strong on the short balls that pop up just a little bit. Kai's got to mix it up a little bit more, get out of the short game. This nice back up.
Great. So comes over Tom Feng. We noted he was represented the United States of America 2016 in Rio at the Olympics. He lost in the first round there. He is an alternate the Olympic teams in the U.S. 2021 in Tokyo.
And both Tom and Kai participated in the World Cup for Team USA, helping reach quarterfinals and take a fifth place finish. So not only these teammates tough competitors, but they're good friends.
Big swing on the forehand that sounds like into the net, trails by a point here in game 2. Now 1 game behind. Third, down 4-5. We should note that both manufacturing games at the top level and also for fun, but they're also playing prize money here as well. Team Allen manufacturing is that we have noted here, teams are established on the fly as the movement of this. 3 matches through 1 person will continue to that exclusive broadcast.
6, 7.
What are the chances, Mark, that once again we could get into a 10-10? These players are so
I think we could actually, Sean.
Kai goes for his trademark step around on the floor. He just nets that ball. Tom showing a lot of initiative, being very aggressive with that over-the-table play.
Great backhand that time by Kai Zhang. Blew it by Tom Feng. And it shows power from the other side as well.
Yeah, it really appears that the home crowd enjoyed that last combination.
Right. Back to even here at 8-8. Shows you how even these two players have been. It's been a seesaw match thus far here in game 2. Down the game, 8-8 tie.
8, 12.
Tom's backhand has really been solid this entire match. Nice job on opening up Kai's defense, which he generally doesn't have to rely on. It's an area that he could probably sharpen at the end of this game, even up the match. There's a nice combination there.
Disappointed with himself in that second backhand attempt. The first one was excellent. Kai's did a good job of getting that back on the table.
Whoa, what a big forehand there by Kai Zhang.
That's the John Daly swing right there, Sean. Just rip it and rip it.
Oh, that's what the local Westchester fans are used to seeing on a weekly basis. And we have evened it up. One game apiece. Both players will now take again 45-second break. No coaches in this unique competition, although I would say that Kai has the home crowd behind him. Tom does play regularly in the monthly Westchester tournaments. All the top players on the East Coast, whenever given the opportunity, they always make it to Westchester to play for some great prizes and awards and it's wonderful conditions.
He's done a great job. It's an expansion project here at the Westchester Table Tennis Center, led by Will Schwartz. I had the opportunity on one of our positive interviews to talk with Will. He's a great guy. With him, camera, very coaches enjoy. He's done a great job with the Table Tennis Center as well. Right now, it's his top form. That's a mistake right off the hop there. They've had a high ball short that Tom Feng's not going to miss on that very often. 2 in a row. Now, hi, Zhang. Games were 1 apiece in that clock. Curiously down right now. 9.5 minutes on the TV clock.
4, 12.
So very, very strong start here by Tom here in game 3.
He's going to take a little break here on the towel break at 6 points, down 0-6 in game 3. This is a best of 7. So you've got to win the 4 games, and it looks like we might be in fast 5, just looking at that clock and the amount of time that 2.5 games have taken.
Tom's been putting on his own fast 5 in this game.
Fast 7.
Exactly.
We've got 8. The fans here at Westchester are up and going. 8-1, Tom Feng, game 3. Nice serve. Had a tremendous spin on it off the edge of the paddle, and now down 1-9 with the serve, Kai Zhang.
another big forehand rip by Kai. Tom a little off the table in mid-distance, but Kai able to pass him on the wide forehand side.
Now with game point and the serve, Tom Feng. Trying to go up 2-1 here on Thursday Night Live, the T2 Challenge.
Once again, Kai getting that strong forehand into place, stepping around.
Seems like he's at his best when he works both sides of the table for Kai Zhang, getting Tom to move left to right. Not going down lightly here, Kai Zhang now at 4-10 with the serve in game 3. Right? Okay, takes a 2-1 lead. Yes, I know. 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the T2 clock. It does appear that unless somebody starts ringing on things very quickly, that we could see in our first Thursday Night Live T2 Challenge the Fast Five. Remind fans that there's a 24-minute clock on. Any game that started after the 24th minute is just played to 5 points. Again, you don't have to win by 2 in T2. And if you do get to the Fast Five, you switch the serve on every point. So Fast Five is the appropriate terminology. I think that's the period. Great work.
Both players took their allotted 25 seconds. And I agree with him on that. Very easy to set that 10-10 in game 1. It's like we're on schedule to get that Fast Five. Oh, deep forehand move by Kai Zhang. Perfect way to get on the board here in game 4. Oh, another tremendous counterattack. Both players bringing the spin. Tom able to even it up.
Game 4 of a best of 7 is 2-2. Kai Zhang, 23-year-old, who's based here in the New York area, but it's my understanding he's going to be moving to Southern California, not too distant future. There's different climes out there than in Binghamton, New York.
Tom doing an excellent job of controlling the serve return. 2-point mini break to serve. And that backhand goes long. Oh, there's a beautiful backhand attack by Kai Zhang.
He was deep off the table on that as well, Sean, when he hit that ball. It was beautiful drive, power.
And these two players, Mark, know each other so well, it would not surprise me to continue to see this seesaw battle. Tom really did a great job in game 1, starting strong, losing momentum, and then stealing 11-10 that first game to give him the early advantage. So last game wasn't as strong to Kai's liking. We started slow, but right now
Six.
there's only a 1-point separation, and keeping an eye on that 24-minute clock as it gets ever closer.
Six here in game 4. Zhang down a game.
Oh, and that ball didn't so much a bad bouncer if there's just so much spin on it that Kai misjudged it, but a very big point. If Tom can score this, he will have the serve. There's that backhand play by Tom Feng, just very rock solid.
3 in a row, all of them perfectly struck. As you know, Sean, he's up by 2 here, up game 2 games to 1, game 4. The clock ticking down in the back.
Kai going for the big shot, just goes long.
Good point for Kai Zhang. Couple big serves here as well.
Oh, what a beautiful backhand loop down the line. Kai had success with his backhand a little earlier in this game, but that ball counted when he needed it most.
We'll get the timeout, and the clock should stop here at the timeout, even though I think it's pretty preordained that this is going to be the last, what you'd call regular game under the T2 rules, played to 11. Like there was only 23 seconds on the clock remaining. One would presume that it's going to take at least that much for this game to play out, which would mean that in game 5, which we only need that at least, they'll play to just 5. So we're getting everything that we expected here, Sean O'Neill, under the T2 rules. We had the early game that went to 10-10 and decided on the 11th point in favor of Tom Feng, and now looks like we're headed towards the fast 5 as well.
Yeah, definitely couldn't have asked for a better matchup. To have two closely strength players. There's 20 seconds left in this game, and I know Kai wants to get on the board and get that 2 games apiece if possible. Now, officially, we will go into fast 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, playing to the bitter end. Many of the pitches come from behind. Have to do it.
And you can hear Tom right now with the self-pump up, knowing that each one of these points gets him that much closer to the $1,000 prize.
Big point there for Kai Zhang.
Tom's literally 4 points away from closing out this match.
Back off the backhand that time by Kai Zhang. And with the serve, he goes up by a point. 2-1.
Think of the tiebreaker in tennis. This is the more pressure as they only go to 5. And Kai's looking good.
You do not switch sides here under the pandemic rules, but ordinarily in reaching 3, the players would have shifted sides. on the fast line.
Now, game point for Kai Zhang to bring this match back to 3-2. And Kai does it. He back in.
That's why they call it the fast five there, Sean, because that didn't take very long at all.
Boy.
And it is game 5 in the pocket of Kai Zhang and down just by a game. And that's how quickly things can shift when you're just playing at 5 points.
That is so exciting. I think that right now Tom mentally has to jump out. If he plays safe, that's going to factor into Kai's game. And Kai only has to score half the number of points. Start out of first half of the game. Kai is gaining very well. Another fast five next.
First, this time it's Kai Zhang on the right of your screen, playing for Team Butterfly. A bit of a break there off the top of the net after a couple of short balls, and takes the 1-0 lead right off the hop. Serve comes directly over to Tom Feng. That's a rare miss or short ball. That's not by Tom. Go down 2-0 there, Sean.
Down 2-0. I think that Kai is going to become a fan favorite of T2. Being able to score back quickly without there's a dead ball that just caught its way over. I think he's to get his offensive on the table. Very strong off the back.
That's a nice answers to backhands that time by Tom Feng, and ties things up here in Game 6 at 2-2. This is another fast five. Obviously, leading 3-2, Tom Feng just needs to win one game to take this match.
Very strong, but we need to post. I thought that Tom would have the slight advantage on those multiple short returns. Kai trying to stay alive. Tom would like to close it out.
Power forehand off the serve takes a 4-2 lead for young Kai Zhang, and as he now appears poised to, with just 1 point, bring this to a decisive Game 7. On that one, though.
And again, Mark, at 4-4, a sudden death point if it gets to that. So players accustomed to playing deuce, win by 2, not in the T2 challenge.
I'm waiting for 4-4-3-3, Sean, so you know.
I think that would be the ultimate in intensity.
We got 4-4.
So what's nice is Tom has match point right now.
He knows it. You can see the big smile.
He checked with Wilson Chia. He said, I do have match point, right? So double pressure. Kai trying to stay alive, and Tom going for the first prize money of the Thursday night T2 Live Challenge.
One, the hometown favorite. He runs it to a Game 7, and we're getting to see just a little bit of everything in our first Thursday night live T2 Challenge here, Sean. We're going to the Fast Five in a decisive Game 7. As we say, I know I'm not supposed to say anything about hockey, Yasna, but There's nothing better than Game 7 in a playoff. We get one in our first matchup here on Thursday Night Live.
And you can see both players by their body language trying to figure out what they need to do. Tom's coming out with a nice little jog there. He had the early lead. Kai has taken advantage of the fast foul and is now keeping the momentum not only on his side, but with the hometown fans under COVID rules.
Great miss on that forehand that time by Tom Feng. Down 1-0. They're in a fast 5, Game 7. Kai Zhang with the serve, leading by a point.
Each one of these points are multiplied in value and intensity. Oh, the Shirley and Kai Zhang. Amazing with the attack. Tom able to bring so many back and counterattack on his own side. Definitely the top point of the match. And a
That one has a little bit of everything.
Oh, Kai went for the big swing on that one. The table was open, but added just a little too much side spin, and that ball barely missed to put Tom on the board.
Yeah, he needed the table to grow about an inch there to grab that deep right side.
The players have clearly delivered here, Mark. Stable, well placed, zero risk, but a lot of power behind it.
Now I say 4-4 and 3-3, Sean.
Might be getting your wish to come true. Both these players run it out and make it. And the momentum shifts have just been tremendous, back and forth. And Kai Zhang with the timeout, 45 seconds. We're not up.
I'll call a timeout there, Sean. I think it's if you got to use your timeout, no more appropriate moment to do it than right now. 3-3, a decisive Game 7. You're down by a point, and it looked like that you had that shot made, but it appeared to just nick the top of the net and go long. Now you find yourself down by a point, and in fast 5, things change so quickly. Momentum, as you just noted, has shifted right back to Tom Feng.
Both these players just so eager to get the offense going, using the score on their side as an extra team member. 3-2. Tom is 2 points away, but Kai has the serve. Excellent forehand attack by Kai Zhang, bringing the heat, showing great offensive skill and precision. And
We're in Las Vegas right now, John. We hope you have that hand right there. 4 threes. Put it all on the table.
Another match point for Tom Feng to win the inaugural T2 Challenge Thursday Night Live. Kai's back is up against the wall right now. He has the serve.
Great return to Kai Zhang. Big bender back on the table. And here we go, Sean. Knew we were going to get this. 3-3, 4-4 with the serve, Tom Feng, for the match.
1 point for everything.
Oh, shit. Power reach. captured the first early by Waukesha Sound in as many points as you can play. There was 5-4 in the fast side. 4 games to 3 in the hometown. Loved it. I don't. And Team Butterfly take the first game. That's the way you kick things off.
What an amazing play and move by Kai Zhang.